everyone. So from today onwards, we are going to start a new series of these LLM models. So first, we have started with the RAS earlier, but now we are going to see the more advanced version of this conversation AI. So we are going to explore this OpenAI, what is OpenAI, and what the products offers, and how the ChatGPT works, and how we are going to develop some solution based on it. So start with their website. So this is the website they are provided like OpenAI. So they usually send some updates here as well. So their target is to safety and responsibility of work to create safe and beneficial AI. So they want something beneficial AI that is more capable than the human itself. Yeah, that's good intense. There are also they publish some blogs as well. So this is the whole website that you can go through it for the each and every detail. We are going to explore the this website as well. So we'll just see the how the overview is that. So they are more focused on the AGI. So AGI is nothing but the artificial generative intelligence. So sorry, artificial general intelligence. So they want to build a system that is beneficial for AGI. That's their mission. Yeah, that's good mission. And there is some course they have written. Safety aligned powerful AI system is one of the most important unsolved problem for our mission. Techniques like learning from human feedback, so they are using RLHF, are helping us to get closer, and we are actively researching new techniques to help to fulfill our gaps. Yeah, good intention. So the main focused area they are working on is they are building generative models using a technology called deep learning, which leverage large amounts of data to train an AI system to perform a task. Okay, so these are the some they have tried out. So they are also in text field, they are also in images field, audio fields, and like in pretty much areas they are focused on. That's good. In the research, you can see that there is index GPT-4 and all these things. So today we are going to explore just GPT-4. Let's see how and what they are offering in GPT-4. So GPT-4 is OpenAI's most advanced system, producing safer and more useful responses. I hope you already gone through the ChatGPT's interface. So there are many videos that you can go through and just try the ChatGPT. We are not going into that kind of stuff. We are more focused on the research based. So we will try to analyze this chat GPT or GPT-4 and try to build something from it. So GPT-4 can solve difficult problems with greater accuracy thanks to its broader general knowledge and problem solving abilities. So uh, we are already like most of the YouTubers or the video creators have already developed already developed some videos that comparison for the GPT-3 and GPT-4. You can go through it as well. So we will just explore what GPT-4 can do. So GPT-4 is more creative collaborative than the ever before. It can generate, edit, iterate, and with users on creative and technical writing tasks such as composing songs. So that's great. So it can creatively compose a song. That's amazing. Writing screenplays, learning users' writing style, that's really like surprising as well. GPT-4 surpasses ChatGPT in its advanced reasoning capabilities. Okay, so these are the comparison they have said. So let's go through it. What is the main difference between the ChatGPT and GPT-4? And so let's input it there giving is the Android is free from 11 to 3 p.m. John is free from noon 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Hanath is available at noon for half an hour and then 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So what are the some options for start times for the 30 minutes meetings for Andrew, Anath and John? So here is a list of their availability. Andrew 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. John noon 2 p.m. to 3. That is like pretty much ChatGPT also can give is like based on their availability there is a 30-minute window where all three of them are available, which is from 4 to 4:30. So the meeting can be scheduled at 4 p.m. That's good. But here, in this case, Andrew is 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Similarly, John is 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Hannah is 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m., 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Common availability for a 30-minute meeting. So it is like finding the gap and providing the more accurate solution. Like that's good. So GPT-4 outperforms ChatGPT by scoring in a higher approximate percentile amount test takers. Okay, so they have obviously some uniform bar exam. In that ChatGPT has only score 10 percentile, but GPT-4 scored 90th percentile. That is amazing. For the biology Olympiad, it is 99. It is like in the topper race. They are uh, like ChatGPT is able to like win the game as well. Okay, so we will test with our Indian exams as well, like J main, J advanced as well. I guess that exams are not going to be topped by this ChatGPT, or we'll hope that we'll also experiment with that as well. Following the research path from GPT, GPT-2, and GPT-3, our deep learning approach leverage more data and more computation to create increasingly sophisticated and capable language models. So they are actually basically trained a huge number of corpus data. So they has an edge advantage that they can generate, like they have unique architecture as well, and they can generate amazing things from it. Like they spent 6 months making GPT-4 safer and more aligned. So GPT-3 was on like on early 2021, then GPT 3.5 came, then GPT-4 now came. So GPT-4 was like more robust and like more safer as compared to GPT 3.5. But I personally feel GPT 3.5 is like good for us. Safety and alignment. So they have taken care precautions, some like training with the human feedback, continuous improvement from real world use case. That's amazing. GPT-4 assisted safety research. Okay, okay. So these are the some like you can see the innovative products they have built from the GPT-4. So first is Duolingo, Be My Eyes. So I guess we will explore all these products as well. Stripe, then Morgan Stanley, Khan Academy, Government of Iceland. So let's look. I guess this looks interesting. We'll try to see what is Duolingo has developed. Depends the conversation on Duolingo. 50 million learners rely on a Duolingo every month to teach them a second language. With a simple user interface and a fun but competitive leaderboard, Duolingo support 40 languages across 100 courses. That is amazing. If a learner wants to advance beyond basic proficiency, it helps to understand the rules of grammar, but the proficiency in a language requires conversation, ideally with a native speaker. Sometimes not everyone has access to. Artificial intelligence has always been a huge part of our strategy, says Principal Product Manager. Okay, we had been using it for personalizing lessons or running Duolingo English tests, but there were gaps in the learner journey that we wanted to fill: conversation practice, contextual feedback, and mistakes. Okay, so that looks amazing. Like they are going to like more like here you can see that the correct answer is like Nomi Guston Isos Ves. Like it looks Spanish, I guess. Almost there, but when ghost Gusta is used with a plural object, you will use the plural form of gusta. Your answer, no me gusta, would be used for a single object like vestido. Does this help? Yeah. It looks like generating the context from the user's input. That's really amazing. Like he's able to think on what we are doing. So that's amazing. We wanted AI-powered features that were deeply integrated into the app and leverage the gamified aspect. Obviously, they want to create some interactive app for their like product as well. They are providing the Duolingo app. Yeah. So let's see this one. Be My Eyes. My uses a ChatGPT 4 to transfer visual accessibility. Okay, it looks something interesting. BMIS has been creating technology for the community over 250 million people who are blind or have lower vision. So in my college days, I also built something similar, but it's not advanced. It is like the stick that we have provided, which has a buzzer alarm that is like a usual solution that everyone provides. That is like On my first years, I have tried it. Okay, but this time they have created amazing thing. The Danish startups connects people who are blind or have a low vision with volunteers for help with hundreds of daily life tasks like identify a product or navigate an airport. Oh, that's great. Like noble cause they have been delivering. With the new visual input capabilities of a GPT-4 in a research preview, Be My Eyes began developing a GPT-4 powered virtual volunteer. Oh, that's really amazing. I remember one series where they also created something like that. Like there is one, I don't know exact name. I guess the startup series name is the startup, where their uh, final goal is to provide this type of the solution. Like it is more like solution. They call that web series. In a short time, we have had access. We have seen unparalleled performance to any image to text objects recognition tool out there, says Michael Buckley. Actually, they are providing a visual assistant where they can like scan the image, or the ChatGPT will provide that this is what about it all. Yeah, that's really good. So next thing is the Stripe. So Stripe is leverage GPT-4 to streamline user experience and combat fraud. Okay, so it is like more of the legal stuff. Earlier this year, Stripe asked 100 employees to do something highly unusual, stop their day jobs, and instead dream up features and functionalities for the payment platform using the newest generation of OpenAI's language learning models. So GPT-4 engineers from teams spanning support, onboarding, risk, and docs, considering where Stripe could use artificial intelligence that understand free from text and images and builds human-like responses to improve or alter a feature of workflow. Our mission was to identify products and workflows across time that could be accelerated by large language models and really understand where LLM works well today and where the state struggles, says European man product lead. Okay. Stripe powers the payments of small and large business across the internet. Okay. While Stripe builds their ecosystem to support all aspects of payment process developers, those building with integrating Stripe software. Okay, Stripe had previously been used GPT-3, which they are actually using GPT-3 as well. So they are already in the game. So GPT-3 help to their support team better serves users through tasks like routing issue tickets and summaries. Like it's more like a automation type. GPT was a game changer. It opened a lot of use case. Stripe team put together a list of 50 potential applications to test GPT-4, and after waiting and testing, 15 of the prototypes were considered strong candidate to be integrated into the platform, including support customization, answering questions about support, and fraud detection. That's really interesting. Better understanding of the user's business. So there, I guess, to better serve users and provide the right type of support, Stripe tries to understand exactly how each business uses the platform and customize support accordingly. Okay, I guess they take the insight from the business knowledge and provide the solution based on it. Like it looks interesting. Answering support questions about documentation, yeah, same. I guess they will provide some documentation for their like use cases or their products have some documentation, and they are going to feed that documentation to the GPT, and GPT will understand it, and then user can ask the question directly without looking for the document. It is also amazing use case that most of the companies are working on. Fraud detection on community platform. It looks interesting. Let's see. There is also need to manage malicious or bad actors. Stripe maintains a robust community on forums like Discord, which not only crowdsource help for nice technology questions, but raises the visibility of developers for the future work. However, because it is on the internet, malicious actors find their way into these forums, often trying to gain critical information from community members to regain credibility with Stripe's community teams after being kicked off from the platform. Just by analyzing the syntax of post of the Discord, GPT-4 has been flagging account. Oh, that's really amazing. So just what type of the you are providing the conversation in the this Discord or all this communication channel, and GPT-4 can analyze it. I mean, they have like every conversation GPT-4 can take it. Like it looks more dangerous. Like if I'm something like doing like chatting someone, so it can actually observe what I am trying to say and what is my intention behind what, like it's amazing. Yeah, looking forward. Okay, so they will develop something new accordingly. So next thing is Morgan Stanley. Let's see. I guess it is more on the banking side. Morgan Stanley with the management deploy GPT-4 to organize vast knowledge base. Okay, so they are like providing the huge knowledge database to understand the GPT. But I guess GPT has a context limit of 4,000 tokens or 8,000 tokens. But how they have conquered it, we have to also we will go through it as well. Leaders is a wealth in wealth management. Morgan Stanley maintains a content library with hundreds of thousands of papers of knowledge and insights spanning investment strategies, market research, documentary, and analytics. Yeah, right. There's huge analytics team. This vast amount of information is housed across many internal sites, largely in PDF forms, requiring advisor to scan through a great deal of information. They have huge information, like, and if they like combine the GPT and all these AGI models, then it is going to be a groundbreaking. Starting last year, the company began exploring how to harness the intelligent capital with the GPT's embedding and the retrieval capability. This model provides an internal facing chatbot that performs a comprehensive search for wealth management content and effectively unlocks the cumulative knowledge of Morgan Stanley. Yeah, these are like more financially side. Essentially, there is code they have provided. You essentially have the knowledge of the most knowledgeable person in a wealth management instantly. We believe that is a transformative ability. Yeah, I personally need various times I got confused about the financial steps, so it really need a like solution like this. Over the past few years, large language models have phenomenal. There is uses and all these things. OpenAI is perhaps is the best example to empowering Morgan Stanley with the marriage of human advice and technology. Sometimes something to which we are completely committed. Yeah, that's good. So what is the next? Is the Khan Academy? It looks. Let's see what is like. It is education type. So I guess they also integrated this GPT feature. Khan Academy explores the potential of GPT-4 in a limited pilot program. Okay, Khan Academy is a non-profit with a mission to provide a free world-class educated. Yeah, right. The organization offers thousands of lessons, sciences, humanities, but every student is unique. Like, yeah, that's right. Every student is unique, and their grasp of concept of skills varies by a lot. Some may breeze through a subject, while others need step-by-step helps. And when the COVID-19, yeah, right, countless education system that disseparately for a lot of classroom only depend. It's challenging to keep everyone advancing, giving their different niches, Khan Academy chief, right? They are all at different levels. They all have different gaps. They all need different things to move forward. That is the problems we have been trying to solve along. Today, Khan Academy is announcing that it will use GPT-4 to power Khan Migo, an AI-powered assistant that functions as a both virtual tutor for a student. Like it is a doubt clarification. So there is a in our offline classes we have one special teacher that solves our doubts. So this is like this kind of stuff they are providing. That is a virtual doubt solver or the virtual tutor that can directly give the answer. Yeah, let's see what is that. Can you just tell me the answer? It is important that you learn how to do this yourself. Oh, that's really amazing. Yeah, we think GPT-4 is opening up new frontiers. In education, a lot of people have dreamed about this kind of technology for a long time. It's transformative, and we plan to proceed responsibly with the testing to explore if it can be used effectively for learning and teaching. Yeah, obviously, this can be used for learning very well because there are lots of stuff is going on. So we will cover all these steps, how we are going to solve this type of the equation with the GPT, and we are going to do various experiments with GPT, as well as we are going to experiment with Llama and Falcon, this new models as well. So don't worry. So there is a one last thing is government of Iceland. Let's see what they are using. How Iceland is using GPT-4 to preserve its language. Oh, that looks a little creative because uh, I have the knowledge of like ChatGPT is more on the English language. I guess they might have included other language as well. I don't have that much idea, but let's see. Iceland is an island nation in the middle of the North Atlantic, has a vibrant technology industry and booming tourism. Yet while most of its roughly 370,000 citizens speaks English or another second language. Okay. Its integration with the United States and Europe has put the country's native tongue, Icelandic, at risk. Today, there is increasing worry that a few generations, if Icelandic can't remain the country's default language, in the face of a rapid digitalization, the language might face de facto extinction. Obviously, that is going to happen if. Okay, Icelanders cherish their language for its rich culture, heritage, connection to the nation's identity. The country's government maintains a language planning department that coins Iceland's terms for new ideas rather than adopting so-called land words from other languages. A computer, for instance, is Tolwa. Though these efforts, the language preserves its distinct character and remains closely connected with the Old Norse roots. Okay, so these are the game. So the partnership was envisioned not only as a way to boost GPT-4's ability to service a new corner of the world, but also as a step towards creating resources that could serve to promote the preservation of other low sources language. Okay, we want to make sure that artificial intelligence will be used not only to help preserve language, culture, or history, but also do underpin economic perspective prosperity, said John, okay, Chief Executive Officer of a non-profit language technology center. Icelandic is a bit of a peculiar case, she admits, but we saw the opportunity to become a trailblazer for other long tail languages. What they are trying to do with this. OpenAI GPT models are trained on vast quantities of text on the internet. Accordingly, most of the models training said English, yeah, right, and other major languages, which means that GPT doesn't have the same abilities or breadth of understanding in smaller languages. The models have improved over time, but they don't consistently produce clear and correct. Okay, so that was their limitation. So they want to overcome this limitation. Okay, what is a prompt? Okay, what is a Donald Duck called in Iceland? So they are basically like the flow, I guess, is like that. There is a Icelandic language, so they will convert or translate to a GPT's language, and then they will use like this. I hope this way they are using. Let's deep dive further when we get more time. This looks also interesting project. So these are the some projects that we are seeing. So we will see more all these things like research, infrastructure, and limitation. So this is a big video today. So in the coming sessions, we will kind of like cover all these APIs. We'll also go with the DALL-E 2 model, APIs, ChatGPT as well. We'll see the ChatGPT's interface as well. I will give a quick like over how the ChatGPT looks like. So this is how ChatGPT looks like. This is ChatGPT 3.5 and GPT-4, which supports various other things. So currently we have not subscription based models. So all these things you can see. We will try all this. We will play with this or experiment all these things. So we'll cover all these things in the next sessions. Thank you for listening. Thank you.